Hey everybody, Mr. Sullivan again. I'm gonna walk you through what Schoology looks like for students. This should be helpful to both students and parents. First thing, you're gonna want to log into Schoology. We've already gone over how to use the Clever portal to click on the Schoology app, which then opens up Schoology for you. So the first thing you're going to see as a student, and parents, you as well when you're connected to your students page, is this recent activity page, and it's going to be posts from people around the county, principals and things. You don't really want to look at that. You want to see this course dashboard, which will show you all of your classes. So the first thing you're going to learn here is how to make sure that's the first thing you see. So you need to go up to your name and settings. Under that, at the bottom, you're going to see set homepage 2. You want to click course dashboard and save those changes. Go ahead and click the Schoology icon again, and you will see your course dashboard. Now, the dashboard will contain all of the classes that students have and that they have access to. So you'll also see on the calendar here at the right things that are upcoming, assignments, due dates, and things like that will show up over here. Well, let's talk about this top menu bar first. You have your home button, which is the logo. You have your courses button, which shows you the same thing as the course dashboard here, just in a more uniform sense. You have groups, which you haven't joined groups yet, but you'll get the chance throughout the year. Resources is an area that you're going to be able to save things that you can then input into other courses. And then your grade report. Now, the grade report is very useful because you're going to be able to keep track of all of your assignments and everything that, and see your scores and all that stuff here. So you'll be able to click on it, and the assignments, or like your first 9 weeks, it'll show you what your percentage is, what your grade is currently for every class. So that's pretty handy and pretty useful. There is a search bar. This will allow you to search anything you need to know in Schoology. Apps, so it'll give you access to some of these. And then your calendar is a pretty important piece as well. This will help keep you up to date with what's due, what you need to work on, and keep yourself organized. So as you can see here, there's 3 assignments that have been assigned. They are discussions, which is those talk bubbles there. And these are the due dates. So it kind of tells you when you need to get stuff done, and helps you kind of organize your life, like I said, to be able to get everything in on time. Next to the calendar is your messages. This little thing will allow you to create a message to anyone that is part of this organization in Schoology. Pretty much teachers. So it's allow you to connect to a teacher like myself and then ask some questions. It could be about grades. It could be about assignment. Maybe you found something cool. You can attach links, stuff from your resources that you might have found, or you could even record audio and video and send a message to a teacher that way, or a file. So it's pretty useful. The bell is your alerts, notifications, and your requests. So as you can see, the notifications, a few things have been posted for assignments, but also there could be some requests as well in there. So that's your menu bar in a nutshell. Well, we're going to go ahead and go back to our homepage here, and we're going to look at a course. So most of the courses will have things assigned in them. We'll look at my course that this student is in, and you'll notice at the top I've scheduled a Microsoft Teams meeting. This could be for every time that you come to my class at the assigned time. The meeting would be up here. You could click on that meeting. It'll open up Teams and put you in a waiting room. And then as soon as the teacher, start that live class, I'll let you into the meeting. That could happen for a lot of your teachers. Otherwise, you would have more materials here in the bottom. So there might be some assignments, some tests, discussions, and things like that in here. you can look at the updates, which will be kind of announcements that teachers make. As you can see, I put this Teams meeting in as the only announcement that's in there so far. There could be other things about assignments, maybe even, tomorrow's picture day. So you might be getting pictures made, or specific things that are happening in the school. Those could be posted here to the updates page. So there's also different types of assignments that'll be in other courses. There's discussions, there are submissions, and there are interactive assignments. So we're going to take a look at one of these discussions. So as you can see up here, these are what are due, and I believe these are in the music from this messenger. So as we go into that class, you'll see, week 1, it's a folder. So this is what some assignments will look like. And inside that folder, it will house different things. Okay, so it'll be specifically, when you see it with a pencil, that's called a page. And it's going to give you some directions of what you need to do. You can also use the previous and next buttons here at the top. When you go to next, it'll move on to the next thing inside of that folder. So as long as I'm in that folder, I can move back and forth from previous to next. And then now you have the actual assignment. So this is a discussion post. Now I'm going to go back and show you that in the actual folder. It's right here. So it's a discussion. So she's asking you to tell you a little bit about what you've been up to since March. And when you click that with the discussion post, all you have to do is click inside here, and you can type out your post that way. So as soon as you type something, it'll allow you to post it, and then you'll probably be allowed to see other students' posts as well if the teacher allows that. So that's one example of an assignment. There are some others. There are interactive assignments as well. So interactive assignments are things that you're going to be able to manipulate and add information to, and it's not going to change an original file. And what I mean by that is a teacher is going to assign something to you, like I have done in this class. And within that assignment, under my materials here, okay, I've loaded up like a PowerPoint or a Word document or something I want you to add answers to. So this one I just did an assignment example. When you click on that, it's going to show you the assignment. All right, so whenever you get an assignment like this, you have a couple buttons here. You have the assignment itself, which will have the description. It could have a video or something on here to tell you how to do it, whatever the teacher decides to do. But your part in this is to click My Document. Okay, now what you'll see here, first thing you're going to see is this Microsoft OneDrive thing. So teachers are going to be assigning these from OneDrive. Whenever you get this this alert, you have to click connect, and then you have to sign into your account as soon as it comes up in order to access the document. Okay, so once you sign into the document, you're going to get this permission requested screen. You do need to accept that screen, and then it's going to sign in your OneDrive account. It's going to link that assignment to your OneDrive. I know this is a lot to take in, but it will allow you to, as you can see, now the assignment's there. So now the student is able to see the PowerPoint. Now you can flip through it here, but you're not going to be able to interact with it. Whatever it is, it could be a math interactive slide. It could be something like this. It just talks about a little bit about yourself. But what you're going to have to do is hit this edit button. when you hit the edit button, it will open this assignment for you to edit. So as you can see, I'm now in PowerPoint, and I can go down to where, like this question, I can click here and I can actually type in my answers. Okay. When you're in PowerPoint or any of the Office software that's on the browser, it will automatically save everything for you. Okay, so I could put in here, what was the best thing about having all this time off? You know, being able to sleep in. Okay, so I could put that answer in there, and as you can see up here, it automatically saved. Okay, save my assignment. Now I can go back here, I can leave that open if I want. I could close that out, and I've filled in that first slide. So as you can see here, it will update it, okay, after I edit it, and I can submit that assignment if I was finished with it. And then I, as a teacher, am going to be able to see that you have submitted the assignment and be able to give you a grade for it. Okay. And to go back and forth through folders and back to the course, you'll see this up top here where it says assignments, the STEM 7, 8, and the home. You can go back. That's your hierarchy of where you're at, what folder you're in. So this will take you back to the actual assignments page where I had, or the course page where I had that assignment. And then of course you can go through all of your features within Schoology to make sure that you have all your assignments done.